Hi guys, I'm Heather Sherry and I'm going to share with you a quick presentation about how to get started right as a new coach. And I kind of just put together things that I've done since I started. I've been a coach now for 9 months, and I've been able to hit Success Club every single month for the last 9 months, Success Club 10 or higher. So I kind of put together what has worked for me, and hopefully this will help everybody. I apologize ahead of time. I'm not a techie, and I literally had to go and do a Zoom chat with my daughter this morning and have her help me figure out how to do PowerPoint because I've never done PowerPoint before. I haven't gone to school in 20 years, so we didn't have to do PowerPoint. Um, so this was all new to me, but it was kind of fun. And I apologize for any typos or grammar. I'm not very good at that either, but so seriously, if I can do this, anyone can do this. So first, I wanted to start out with a quote, and it says, in order to succeed, we first must believe that we can. And I think that's really important because this business is definitely about mindset and believing in yourself. You're going to hear this a lot. The three vital behaviors. They now added a fourth, so that one's at the bottom, but they're called the three vital behaviors. And the most important one is personal development. I do read or listen to personal development at least 10 minutes a day. The book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero was one of the first books I read, and it's absolutely wonderful. It was a big eye opener for me. It basically made me believe that I can do this and that I deserve it. Um, I do like the Abraham Hicks group, so I do follow them a lot, and I like that you can actually listen to their talks on YouTube, and they're not very long, but it's all about positivity and mindset, and that's something that I struggle with. So I need to always make sure that I wake up with a positive mindset, and that's what sets my mood and how things will be throughout the day. So the second one is being a product of the product. You want to drink your shakes and do your workouts and post about it. If someone's going to follow you on your Facebook wall or Instagram or a Twitter, whatever social media you're going to use, they want to see that you're actually doing what you're saying that you're, trying to promote. Basically they're not going to buy what you're selling if they don't see that you're doing the same. So, you want to post that you're drinking the shakes, you want to post that you're doing the workouts and how it makes you feel. Um, I have people who have been following me since I started, and they say that I inspire them, and that's like the best feeling in the world is when you hear from someone that you're inspiring them. The third thing is to invite. Only 10% of your friends on your Facebook actually see your posts on their wall. When I first started, I only had 200 friends. I now have, I think, 800 or 900, which still is not a lot. So you do want to get those invites out, because even if you send someone an invite and they don't respond back to you, they may see the invite, not respond back, but go to your wall to see who you are and what you're talking about and what it's all about. And they may actually even start following you. So you want to make sure you get those invites out there. And I know they recommend 3 to 5 a day. I probably only do, 3 or 5 every couple days, just because that's the pace that I like to work at. Um, I never wanted this to be anything that was a stressful business. It was all about helping people. So I kind of just told myself that's the pace I want to go, and I'm happy with that. Some people go a little bit faster and they can their business propels a little bit quicker, but I'm very happy at the level that I'm at right now. So the fourth thing is recognition, and that is shouting out to your challengers. When you put a challenger in your group, you don't want to just put them in there and then forget about them. You want to comment on their posts, comment on their selfies, shout them out that if they've done really well, if it's a big accomplishment or a small one, it doesn't matter. Just recognize them for that, because they need that. That's why they got into this group to begin with, so they can get the support from other people, especially from their coach, because you told them you were going to be there to help them. Goals for new coaches. Hit Success Club your first 3 months. This was my goal for the first 3 months, and then I decided this was going to be my goal every month thereafter. Why? It allows you to keep things simple. It keeps things consistent, and it's a tangible goal. You only have to help 3 to 5 people a month. My goal is always to hit Success Club 5, and then once I hit Success Club 5, I hit Success Club 10, and then once I hit Success Club 10, I just keep going. Um, why? Because it evens out the cost of your initial investment. So when you get 5 people signed up the first month, you're basically earning back the amount of money that you spent on your initial challenge pack yourself. So your investment into yourself and your business is basically at zero. Um, you're constantly profiting because those people, if they stay with um, their Shakeology, that's residual income. And also when you hit Success Club, you get the possibility of getting free leads, and that can lead to free customers and free commission. So Success Club is something that we'll go further into later, but it's a great way to get your business propelling. It also gives you that feeling of fulfillment, and that's the whole reason why you got involved in this to begin with, is because you wanted to help people. And there's nothing better than getting that feeling of helping someone, especially when they finish a challenge group and they got great results. It's probably one of the best feelings out there. Someone once told me that one of the coaches once told me that this is it's not just a paycheck, it's a paycheck to the heart. And that's so true, because if you're basically changing somebody's life. um, so the next thing is, so how do I do this? You want to post 3 to 5 times a day. I do this. I do post a lot, and it's something I kind of just said to myself right at the beginning, that I was just going to continue to post every day. And I told myself right from the beginning I was not going to let myself get in the way of that. um, Yes, it's a little terrifying when you first put your post out there. You start second guessing. Oh, maybe that post wasn't very good. Are people going to like it? Are people going to think it's bad? You kind of just have to put all that aside and just do it. If you felt comfortable posting it, just post it. A lot of times I post it and I'm like, whatever, I don't care. And honestly, if people don't like what you're doing and don't want to follow you, they'll just unfollow you. But I look at it like, how can someone not like the fact that you want to help people? I mean, that's pretty bad if they don't want to follow you or want to support you in that. If anything, they're inspired by you and think it's great and wish that they were doing the same. You do want to post some highlights about coaching if that's something that you want to have your business to go further. And I used to think, well, I gotta, if I'm recruiting coaches, then I need to put them in a coaching sneak peek. But I realized recently that you posting about being a Beachbody coach basically is a coach sneak peek. People are watching you as a coach, and they want to know what you're getting out of it. Yes, you're doing challenge groups. Yes, you're helping people, but how is it helping you, business wise? How is it helping you financially? How is it helping you, with your family and everything? Um, you can also post objections publicly. So sometimes I'll post about maybe a challenger who's having trouble in the challenge group, and why they're having trouble and then how I help them. So that's a great way to answer questions that people might have in the back of their head too. They'll see it on your post. And your post can be a reality show. Basically, you can post about your family, your kids, your dogs, vacations, special occasions. It doesn't always have to be about Beachbody. Um, I try to post about Beachbody once a day, and I try and post about my family once a day, and I try and post about an invite. Maybe a challenge group coming up. But I do post often because I do feel that that is key, because people are looking at Facebook at all times of the day, morning, afternoon, nighttime. Not everyone's seeing every single post you post unless they go onto your wall and actually look through and scan, which people do. And I call those people ghost stalkers, because they're following you. And you will pick up people that will start following you. I have people who reach out to me now and say that they have been following me for 3 or 4 months. So it's kind of cool to find that out later, especially when you're like, huh, I didn't know you were following me. So it's kind of neat when there's someone who you were looked up to, and then you find out later they're following you. um, you want to friend request, um, or the second thing was invite to a challenge group. Yep. So that's also important. Obviously, you want to invite to a challenge group, because when you reach out to people and say, hey, did you see I'm having a challenge group running? I'd like to save you a spot if you're interested. If you are, I can teach you more about it, or I can send you some information. They'll immediately go to your wall and be like, what the heck is she talking about? What's a challenge group? So you do want to post about that often. I only do it a couple times a week. I don't post an invite every single day, but I do post an invite a couple times a week. And you want to friend request new people. So that's just you just go onto your Facebook, look up friends, and there's people that you can friend. Just I don't really friend guys anymore. I did friend men, and then I decided I stopped that, just because a couple of guys started reaching out to me and they thought that I was interested in them. So I stopped friend requesting guys. I mostly do women, and I kind of target women my age, because that's just who I can relate to. But you can go through and you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell by their age group, and if they have families, or what their job, what their profession is. And you can kind of tailor that to you and who you think you can relate to. Um, all right. Okay, so you invite and someone responds. What next? So finally, someone responds and asks about your group and wants to know more. Yay. Your heart starts pounding. That feeling you get when someone reaches out to you, it's exciting, because you're excited that someone, finally noticed what you're doing and they responded to your post, but also, what do I do next? What do I say? So this is basically what I do. I say, thank you for reaching out to me. I just saw that you got back from a trip to Aruba and that looked amazing. So I go on the person's wall before I respond back to see what they've been doing, what they've been up to. So you want to relate to them in some way. And then I say, do you mind if I send you a quick questionnaire so that I can help and better understand your overall goals? I have yet to have someone ever say to me, no. Everyone has said, yes, I would love to fill out a questionnaire. So I used to do this by messaging the questions, and then I found that got to be too complicated. So I did set up a Wufoo form, and we can show you guys how to do that later. But I do like using the Wufoo form, because you kind of don't get that icky feeling of asking people all these questions and expecting them to answer back. So I set up my Wufoo form, they answer it, and then they send it back and it gets to my email. And I find that when I do it that way too, the answers are more involved. It puts some more time and thought into it. So basically, my first question is, what is your fitness level on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very active? What is your nutrition like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very healthy? Do you have any physical limitations? Do you have any food allergies? And how is your support at home? Also, if you get the ultimate results you're looking for, would you be interested in learning more how to help others? So I do throw that in there, because I want to know if they're even interested in learning more and seeing if this is going to be a business opportunity for them. All right. Next question. Then I say, take your time filling it out. Once I get it, I'll review it and let you know what my recommendations are. Usually they fill it out pretty quickly. I get it back in my email pretty fast. So then I say to them, thank you for filling out so quickly. Based on your responses, I see that time is a factor and that you have back issues. So the person, they filled out that time is a big issue, that they have back issues. So then I say, I feel that the best starter program would be one that has a modifier that you can start with, that, and then work your way up as it gets easier. And then they are only 30 minutes a day. I will also have you replace one meal a day with a super dense nutrition shake, so that we can guarantee at least one healthy meal that you don't have to prep for. And then I say, so basically for $40, you're getting a workout program. You're getting a workout program, a nutrition program, containers to help with portions, and 30 days of shakes, plus access to my accountability group that is private on Facebook. How does that sound? I put the price in there right away, and I tailor the program to them based on what their answers that they gave me. So if they do not like to use weights, or if they only have 20 minutes a day, then I might recommend, 22-minute hardcore, or I might recommend pile. So you kind of have to put some thought into what their answers are and what the best program is. Sometimes I do recommend two programs. But 80% of the time, I probably recommend 21 Day Fix because I do feel that it is the best beginner program out there. It's the one that I started with. It's the one that kind of got me involved in Beachbody and wanting to continue on with the programs and to become a coach. I do put in the price right away because I don't want them to come back to me and be like, "Well, how much is it?" Because that also feels kind of icky when you have to talk about money. So when I give them the recommendation of the program, I also put the price in too. That way, that's done and out of the way. What about objections? Um, Yep, I'm not gonna lie. That's why personal development is so important. Everyone gets objections. All coaches do. A no does not mean no. It means not right now. Do not give up on it. It does not have anything to do with you, and it has everything to do with the person saying no. So you kind of have to be sympathetic to that, and don't let that derail you. Let it fuel you. Fuel you, and write down their objection in a book. I keep a book that I write down the list of people that I contact, and whether or not I'm going to follow up with them a month after or 2 months after. And I also write down why they said no at that time. And then I can readdress that when I follow up with them later. So the top three objections I get are: one is money, two is time, and three is, do I have to get the shakes on home direct? Money objection. And I'm just giving one example. There's tons of examples, and there is YouTube videos out there. Bonnie Engel has a really good objection YouTube video. It's about an hour long, but if you get the chance to watch it, definitely watch it. It's insightful. So my first one was money objection, and it seems expensive. That's what they usually say. And then I come back and say, I can totally relate to this because when I first signed up, I thought it was expensive too. But when I broke it down, it was less than a latte at Starbucks, and you get zero nutritional benefits from those. And you don't get that afternoon caffeine crash. Also, because the shakes helped with my cravings, I found I was spending less on junk food. So I ended up saving money. Yay. The second one is not enough time in the day. What's great about these programs is that we can customize it based on your needs. We can look at options where you only need to invest 22 to 30 minutes a day on yourself. Do you think you can put that much time aside per day for a little me time? I'm sure you deserve it. That one's a big one. A lot of people say time is a factor, which, a lot of people do. They work full-time jobs, they have families, they got to make dinner, they got to go grocery shopping, but they reached out to you for a reason. They need help, and they want to know what you can do for them. So if you can let them know that it's doable, then they'll believe you, and they trust you, and uh and want to give it a try. Um, do I have to get the shakes on home direct? This is a very common question I get, and I always say yes. Um, and then I say, because not only are you saving $18 in shipping and handling, but if after 30 days you do not get the results you are looking for, you can return empty bag and all and get a full refund minus shipping and handling. So there is zero risk. And then I always say, but I yet to have that happen because all of my clients, including myself, have gotten amazing results as long as you commit to it 100%. And you get me as your coach. And I promise I will be there every step of the way helping to hold you accountable. How does that sound? And a lot of people like that because you're kind of just reassuring them that, yes, it is an investment. It's an investment in your time. It's an investment of money. But again, they reached out to you because they need help, and they really need to see the big picture. But that you're going to be there to help them. That's why you want them to choose you as a coach, because you are going to be there with them every step of the way. When they have accomplishments and when they have struggles. What next? So the next thing you want to do is enroll the customer as a customer or a coach. I usually decide on this depending on how many rounds they do. Also, I send my customer a WUFU form to fill out, and that gives me an idea of what their overall goals are and if they want me to mention the business opportunity. So I already went over that, and I already kind of went over some of my WUFU questionnaire questions. All I need is your email address and what flavor shakes you want to try: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, cafe latte, or a mix. And then I send them the enrollment through the mobile app, because that's an easy way to kind of close the conversation. They'll say, okay, I'll do a mix. And then you can say, you can have a mix of chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, blah, blah. So you can go into that if you want, but usually I'll just send them a mix of chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, unless they say something like, I hate strawberry. And also remember, if they mark down on the questionnaire that they had a food allergy, you want to make sure you give them the right the shakes. If they have a food allergy, you want to see if the vegans would be more tolerable for them. Then I always send the enrollment through the mobile app. I tell them to use their computer so that they can see the fine print, because it is important that they see that the shakes that they're getting are home direct, so they're reoccurring. And it is important that they see that they're going to get the Beachbody Club for free for the first 30 days, but that they will be charged 30 days thereafter. I do follow up afterwards. So this is what I say. So what happens after I enroll? I say, great, after I receive your enrollment, I will track your order and let you know when to expect your base kit. I will also send you a welcome email and a quick video to add you to my next group. And then I say, yay, I'm so excited for you and I can't wait to see your transformation. I do follow up with an email, and it's a real short email. It's basically, hi, thank you for picking me to, choosing me to be your coach. I can't wait for you to get started. Here is a quick video about your program. And I actually made a program about the video about the 21-day fix and what they can expect in their kit. I'm very happy to share that if anybody wants that video, if you want to use it to make your own video, or if you want to use it to send to your customers, that's fine too. I don't care. What's great about the Beachbody group is this organization is about teamwork and community, and the support that I got from my coaches is amazing. So I'm so happy to be able to share this with you guys too. And it's fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. So I'm just going to end with this quote: I stopped looking for the light and decided to become it instead. I love this because this basically was me. I am my own worst enemy. I always stand in my own way. And, I don't want to be, the reason I got into this is because the life was getting sucked out of me at my job. I loved my job. I loved doing dental hygiene. I loved helping people, with their oral health. But the job changed. It was all about production and goals and getting money into the into my employer's pocket, and it just didn't feel the same anymore. And I literally felt the life getting sucked out of me day after day after day. And I decided that I wanted to still do something that I could help people, but also want to be able to earn, an income too. I want to be able to buy groceries and, pay my bills and go on vacations. So I thought I knew that this would be a great opportunity, but I needed to stop standing in my own way and kind of just believe in myself. And I believe in you guys. So hopefully this has helped. I'm sorry if I talk too fast. And if you need any of this information, or if you have any more questions, please email me at heathersherry75@yahoo.com, or private message me. I'm just going to stop sharing. All right. Thanks, guys.